Hey guys, I'm Mitch.
I'm Austin.
And this is Super Platinum Achievement, and we've got another Top 10 video for you today. This time, first-person shooter is probably the most popular genre these days.
Yeah, I would say so. I guess some third-person shooters, Fortnite, have kind of taken over a little bit, but first-person shooters, I think, still reign king. Especially with Call of Duties obviously have been popular in Battlefields and Medal of Honors and stuff like that, but also other games. But we have a good list of the top 10 games that we think are the top 10 first-person
and we base
shooters.
this off of three factors here.
Yes.
Obviously, the two most important factors were us.
Yes.
Based on what we've played and what we think of each game on impact on the gaming industry, our personal nostalgia.
Yes.
And then if we had any disagreement between the two of us, or a tie, I wouldn't say we disagreed, then we went to Metacritic score.
We went to the boxing ring and actually fought each other. No, we went to Metacritic.
We went to the Metacritic score, and that was kind of our tiebreaker, and that's how we came up with this top 10 first-person shooters of all time. Starting off with number 10. Number 10. Doom.
Doom, I feel like, was the original first-person shooter because it was. It kind of started everything because quickly after Doom came out was Wolfenstein and Duke Nukem, which looked exactly the same, and they actually, especially in Duke Nukem's case, mimicked Doom like down to the cover art to almost try to trick people into buying Duke Nukem over Doom. It's now become the running joke as if, can it play Doom? And, phones and the Teslas can, and
the latest one is the
pregnancy test. I'm like, can it play Doom? And if it can, it's like cements it in like I don't know, some level of Hall of Fame or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Doom, the original Doom, and then we kind of did a couple Doom 2016 the reboot. Kind of put it here because Doom 2016 rebooted the franchise that started the first-person shooter,
and it's just as fun, and it just expands on
and then since then, Wolfenstein again has mimicked the gameplay of Doom. So Doom 2016 came out, then we've gotten a string of Wolfenstein games that are essentially the same style of gameplay. So number 10. Doom.
Groundbreaking.
Yes.
Number 9. A little bit of a flyer here.
Yes, I thought
one that not everybody thinks of when they think of best first-person
or even
shooters.
played, and I regret. I'm sad for people who've never played this
but we
game
talked about
/
this.
franchise.
We talked about this, and we were both like, "Yeah, it was amazing," and that is Time Splitters.
Yes.
If you have not played Time Splitters, and I played the first two. I played Time Splitters, which I put most hours into, and Time Splitters 2.
Where I played Time Splitters 2 and then put my most hours into Time Splitters Future Perfect, which was the third game in the franchise. I think we brought this up in games in our video of games we like to reboot or see a remake of, and I think Ty did bring up Time Splitters. I'm almost positive.
Time Splitters,
I'm almost positive I did because it was a game that did not take itself too seriously, knew what it was, and just embellished that fact.
Yeah.
It was time travel, but you had monkeys and stuff that could shoot, and it was just wild and ridiculous, and the campaigns were good.
And the mechanics were so well done.
At the time. This is PS2 era, so early 2000s. Some of you are watching this video might not have even been born yet.
It's an amazing franchise. It was ahead of its time.
Yes, for sure. And my brother and I put hours into hours onto the local co-op that you could do, multiplayer and stuff like that. And, we would take turns playing the single player. And it was, I think for us personally, it was a very big game for us growing up. So
we kind of counted all three as one. But
yes, exactly. Yeah. Just the Time Splitters, connected games in the franchise and the universe, because they're all technically sequels and connected stories. So,
but Time Splitters number 9.
Yes. Number 8 is a more recent game. It is the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare game, and this was kind of my pick. Mitch unfortunately has not really played the new Modern Warfare.
I played online a ton.
Yes.
But
you
I
actually
have
never
not played the campaign, and I have not played Warzone.
Which Warzone right now is taking over my life. Mitch knows he gets mad at me when I'm like, he's like, you need to play this. I'm like, well, I'm playing Warzone. Sorry. But it came out at the time when Call of Duty was starting to lose its title of being the king of FPS.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had, the Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Infinite Warfare did not do well. And then all of a sudden, boom, it was kind of just the reboot, new engine.
It went back to its roots.
Boots on the ground, as they kept saying. Rebooted with classic characters that we know and love, and from here, I think it's just going to keep going on from there. But Modern Warfare kind of really brought Call of Duty grounded and brought them back to, I think, being the top FPS. And I have to say, it's because of this game that they're number one again. So
yeah, but not on this list.
No, not on our list. But as far
Still
as
number 8,
as far as popularity goes, it's number 1, but number 8.
Number 7. Number 7 was probably the first introduction into that, not taking itself too seriously, but at the same time, a very well done, polished first-person shooter, and that is Perfect Dark.
Mm-hmm.
Originally released for the Nintendo 64, and then it came out on the Rare Replay for Xbox.
And I do have to say, I think this is the highest rated game we actually have on our list.
Metacritic.
Yeah.
It is.
So it's kind of funny that we have it lower, just because
it wasn't as groundbreaking,
and have as a big of impact on us personally. I think is kind of why it ended up at 7. But continue.
Fantastic game. The campaign was a ton of fun. The multiplayer was so much fun. You sit down with your friends on your Nintendo 64, you each grab a controller on 4-player, you eat some pizza, drink Mountain Dew, and you play Perfect Dark.
The good old days.
Ton of fun. Number 7, Perfect Dark.
Number 6.
Number 6 we picked as Call of Duty Black Ops 1, the original Black Ops. And we picked that one because it was, once again, a incredibly stellar campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of took you places you didn't expect to go, and then in a setting we've never seen before, really. I know there was like the battlefield of Vietnam, but this is kind of a little different with more Cold War-esque and kind of hinting to the new Call of Duty coming out.
Yeah.
So, but I think the reason why this game stands apart than the others is zombies. So it's not the first Call of Duty game to have zombies. That was World at War, which was Treyarch's previous title. So in between Modern Warfare 2. But this one kind of took zombies and just ran with it. And it honestly hasn't been as good since.
It hasn't. I can still to this day, I can put Black Ops 1 in with a buddy and we can just stay and play
Kino de Toten in the theater. That is the map.
That theater is so much fun. You get the complete circle when you unlock the doors, and you just see how many levels you can get to running around and have this horde of zombies chasing you.
It's good. It was really well done, and the
teleport.
Yes, the multiplayer as well was just super. I mean, Nuketown. This is where Nuketown came from.
Yep.
So we can't beat that. That's kind of why Call of Duty Black Ops, the original, ends up as number 6 on our list.
Number 5 is one that's not like these other ones that are a lot of multiplayer factors as much, but at the same time it is because it's one of the few co-op multiplayer games.
And this is one of my favorite games of all time. And I know several friends who agree with me, and that is Borderlands 2. So this is the sequel, obviously, to Borderlands, which kind of was the first, I want to say the first, but like really got you with the 4-person co-op shooting story-driven game. But Borderlands 2, I think is one of the games I think I've played the most in my entire life. I played it on PS3 and PS4. I bought the Handsome Collection when it came out, and it is so much fun, and it's a game I've played and beat countless times. I can't even tell you how many times I've beaten this game.
You can also play it on the Vita.
It's true. It was, great gunplay, so many guns and so many different things you can do, obviously the abilities and stuff, but then just the story itself was so well done. Hilarious. Once again, it's a game that did not take itself too seriously. It knew what it was. It made jokes the whole way through, and it was fun the whole way through, and you can keep going back and grinding and get the better gear so you can keep playing. harder difficulties, essentially is what it is. And, it's a game, I think, over even the sequel of Borderlands 3, I would actually go back to this one. So
And I think most people agree. And it was actually recently released on the Nintendo Switch. The Handsome Collection was.
So,
as well as a port.
great game. And if you haven't played Borderlands 2, I don't know what you've been doing for the last 10 years. So, great.
Next one, number 4.
Number 4.
Is not Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, which has kind of faded away from the memory of
Unfortunately,
most people.
because
Medal of Honor used to be the king.
they were number one. I mean, there was probably at the same time that Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty came out, Medal of Honor already had like five
or six
games to their
games
name
out, yeah.
at that point. So if not more, I mean, there's so many.
But Medal of Honor Frontline. This is one of the best campaigns in first-person shooter to this day.
Yeah, when you think of a World War II game, Medal of Honor Frontline is where you go.
Yes,
it's
from
no
the
question.
intro and the quotes.
I mean,
and
D-Day
the
right
landscape.
away. I mean,
yeah.
it was the first game that did D-Day. Obviously, Call of Duty has since mimicked it with the original, Call of Duty 2. I don't know exactly where it fell in there, but the Medal of Honor D-Day scene is the one that just cemented it for it.
Absolutely. And then the multiplayer, not online multiplayer, but the local, when local was still a thing.
Yes.
4-player local multiplayer.
Which almost ends up being more fun.
It was so much fun to be able to just play with 3 buddies and go out there and try and kill each other. Back to the good old days before you realized that you could play with 99 other people.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a number 4, Medal of Honor Frontline.
Number 3.
Number 3 ends up being another Call of Duty game, and I think this one, at least for me, and I feel like for a lot of people, was very influential in online multiplayer, and that's Modern Warfare 2. So Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, full title there. It was probably, I think this is the series when you say Call of Duty that people go back to. Like, Modern Warfare 2, but that's the one I played, because, it was kind of really the first game that really did the online. Like, don't get me wrong, obviously Modern Warfare and World at War came out before this, and those were the first Call of Duties that really did online. Very simple and still got the job done. Like, don't get me wrong, but Modern Warfare 2 is just brought it to the next level.
That's when everybody jumped online and started playing.
That was the game. Is like, oh, I'm on Modern Warfare tonight, and that's this game that they're playing. That was the first one to have all these different kill streaks versus the same, 3, 5, 7 kill streaks. You could go all the way up to 25 and nuke someone, which was also very satisfying. But also had a great single player campaign. So it did pick up.
And at the same time,
right after,
one of the most controversial.
Yes, the famous No Russian mission where you mow down innocents in an
airport.
German hotel or airport, not a hotel. So the story's great. Picked up from the first game, and then it did continue into Modern Warfare 3. So I recommend as a game series those 3 to play just the campaign. But as far as those 3, Modern Warfare 2 online was the best. I think definitely shaped a lot of people, especially my generation, maybe a little younger, slightly older. For online, for sure. So I remember playing when I was, 15, 16, and I was messaging with someone that we'd play on multiple times. And he's like, yeah, I'm 26. And I was like, wow, you're pretty old. And now I'm 27, but, seems like a lifetime ago. But, it's just kind of funny that, I was playing with someone 10 years older than me, and that was like a brand new experience for me. So
Number 2.
And then number 2, maybe one of the most groundbreaking games out there for several mechanics, including online ways you could wield guns, and that is Halo 2. The campaign in Halo 2 is still considered to this day the best campaign. The online was the first, one of the first really good online games. You've got your first well-done dual wield with guns, with the dual triggers. And the game was just so much fun. It was so well done. One of the best polished games out there.
Yeah,
just
groundbreaking. It was back when a game came out. It was a big deal because it wasn't like today where games come out every other day. It was games came out every few months.
The sequel to one of the biggest FPS games of all time.
And they knew it was a big deal when the case literally just said 2 on it. Didn't even say Halo. It just said 2.
Just 2.
Like, you know what it is. Go buy it.
Exactly.
So it just cracked me up. It's like they knew what they were. And, you know, it paid off. I remember playing Halo 2 with friends. You know, it's, once again, you know, you could still do the 4-player co-op, but you could connect with different Xboxes and play against 4 other people in the same room as you. It was so much fun. I remember, you know, nights of doing that with friends. So.
Oh, System Link parties.
So much fun.
Back in the day.
LAN party, like the original, I guess LAN parties.
LAN parties, yeah.
So much fun. And like, you know, that's something we don't really get anymore. And I feel like this generation really misses out on what Halo 2.
It's still local, yeah.
What Halo 2 offered back then. And it was so much fun. So.
And then that brings us to the big number 1.
Number 1!
And I think when you say first-person shooter, to most people, this is the first game they think of. It might be Halo, it might be Call of Duty, but if you're thinking best first-person shooters of all time...
Probably already guessed it.
This is it, and that is Goldeneye. 007, Nintendo 64, not the first-person shooter. We talked about that with Doom, but the first one to do it right. The campaign was a blast. You could play through this campaign, unlock a ton of things, do it on different levels where it would add different objectives to it. And obviously, the more objectives you did, the more you would unlock. And then once again, back to that, you know, pizza and Mountain Dew party with the 64 sitting on the ground and you and your controllers and the TV in front of you. And you just play hours and hours and hours of
the multiplayer
Goldeneye, and that
where
one
you and
jerk would pick the golden gun.
Oh, Oddjob, who is
he come around the corner and then he's down here.
The developer of Goldeneye literally said playing Oddjob is cheating because not just the fact that he's shorter, you have to aim down. He could walk under trip mines and not set them off. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you knew that. I'm sure you did. So literally, like the developer, like
because people that throw the proximity mines on the walls,
the prox mines, and he could walk under them, and they wouldn't blow up.
Yep.
To the point where the developer recently said that playing as Oddjob is technically cheating because he is so short and changes everything. So, but you know, I think both of us have spent a lot of time playing GoldenEye back in the day. And I never even owned a 64. Okay, and I still managed to find a way.
Everybody's played GoldenEye.
Yeah,
not everybody, but.
If you know what you're doing. If you haven't, I actually really recommend. I know it's going to be really dated now, but find an N64, find GoldenEye. I know that might be harder than I say it is, but you
can. I mean, minimum you can, or I should say maximum, you can find a 64 out there for $80. GoldenEye probably for $30.
Yeah, he knows. He knows the prices of the street value.
The street value. Go play it. If you haven't played it, shame on you. No, not shame on you, but seriously, go play the game. Amazing game. To this day, you can put hours into this game. And not that long ago, I had a buddy of mine call me and be like, hey, do you have GoldenEye? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, can I borrow it? And he's borrowing GoldenEye and just playing through the whole thing again. Because it's that good. GoldenEye, best first-person shooter game of all time. I think many people would agree. I honestly don't even know if it's disputable.
No, I really think it's in a league of its own. It's just it's first person shooters, and then GoldenEye just sit up there with a golden trophy because it's unbeatable.
Yep,
got the crown.
Golden gun, one shot killed all the other FPS games out there.
Exactly.
But that is the top 10 first person shooter games of all time according to Super Platinum Achievement. If you like these kinds of videos, top 10s, top 5s, gameplays, anything video game related, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. Check out our social media pages.
Ding the dong.
Ding the dong.
Ding the bell. That's what I meant to say.
Ring the notification bell so you see our future content. Check out our social media pages at Super Platinum Achievement.
Yes,
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
We're very active on 2 of those 3. So
we're active on all 3, but Instagram and Facebook
I think are the main where you can actually, see other people
Yeah.
posting things too. So
Twitter's there too if you must. But yeah, check us out, and we hope to see you again here on
Super Platinum Achievement.
See you guys.